So this is the all-new iPhone SE 2nd generation, or SE2. Wait, so why does this have a rather large notch, a chin, and only one camera? Well, we'll get into that later. First, the unboxing. Opening up the box, the first thing we've got is the standard quick start guide, manual, and the quick classic stickers. Placing that to the side, here it is, the long-awaited and well-leaked iPhone SE 2nd generation. Setting that aside, inside we have the regular charger and lightning earbuds, the unfortunate usual. Putting that to the side, we have the iPhone 8 as well, side by side. The only two things different than the iPhone 8 is literally just the Apple logo being moved down a few inches to the center, and for some reason, the removal of the Apple text. Another thing to take note is that not everyone favors a giant phone. This iPhone is perfect for all of those people who aren't a big fan of big iPhones, and like having a home button, and don't really care for Face ID, especially in this time. I'm happy that Apple didn't use the previous iPhone SE form factor, because nowadays, when looking at an iPhone 11 or up and coming down, it's so small that it's hard to even see the text on the phone. After a quick setup, we can now check this phone out. Now, this phone blew up social media at launch, but not for the reason you're expecting. Usually it's for crazy high-end specs or features. This time it's different. There are a few things the average consumer looks for in a new phone: battery, brand, and price. This is where this iPhone comes into play. The three best-selling iPhones in North America are the iPhone XR, iPhone 11, and iPhone 8, all of which were the budget models in Apple's lineup. Most YouTubers and other influencers even complained about the XR's low pixel per inch and resolution, but ended up being a great choice from almost everyone. What Apple did now was make a phone way cheaper than the current $700 range and undercut the whole competition. And with a cheap price comes buyers from every part of the world who are now enticed to buy an iPhone, allowing Apple to create a better iPhone and capture market share in competitive territories such as India, China, and Africa. Now onto the specs, we have the powerful A13 Bionic, as well as a 1340 by 750 display, which means it's not quite 1080p, and also 625 nits of peak brightness. The display isn't amazing, but with the powerful processor in a mobile phone, means you can have any task running, and you really can't complain, especially for $400. It also comes in three colors: black, white, and red, which supports the new illness research, and 64, 128, and 256 gigs of storage. This one is the 128 gig version, which is only $50 more than the 64 gig version. Going out to the camera, it's surprising to see that we only have one camera in 2020. Considering most people upgrading only have one camera, and the fact that one camera is plenty for a good experience as seen in Pixel phones, means that this is by no means a deal breaker. Another thing it has is portrait mode. Although it only works with faces and not objects, like the higher end iPhones, it shouldn't matter much as people are mainly taking pictures of people anyway. The camera can also record at 4K 60, and iPhones are well known for having the best video quality, so that's nice too. Also take note that this phone does not have night mode, as the newer phones do. Moving on to the battery life, in my short usage, I have noticed that this phone can get up to 6 hours of screen time, but usually a little bit lower, and is great for almost every user. Another major positive about the iPhone is that this phone will be supported by Apple for many years to come, meaning that it won't seem like an old iPhone anytime soon, which is great for such an inexpensive phone. Considering all things, the sort of new iPhone SE 2nd Gen is just an iPhone 11 spec sheet and an iPhone 8 body with an iPhone XR camera, with of course the Apple logo being moved down, all for just $399. It doesn't matter if you hate Apple or like them, this will be a bestseller in many countries and take on Samsung and the others at their own low price range. Anyway, please hit the subscribe button and comment down below on your thoughts of this new iPhone. I've also linked the iPhone SE in the description below if you want to check that out. See you in the next one.